Look! It just came out! Look at that!
I love it.
And we are live here at After Hours with the Whack Pack. Of course, I'm Dave Palumbo, and I'm joined by the crew. We have a full crew today, almost, minus John Romano, because John's dog is very, very deathly sick. So we're going to send some prayers out to his dog for quick recovery. We have, before the show started, guys, we had a really good topic going about people who have broken their penis. So,
yeah, because Armand was saying that Chris Miller broke his cock and he went to the doctor and had it stretched out. Explain the story to them, Armand.
Armand has a lot of great information.
Okay, let's talk about
Armand's not talking now. He's
I'll tell you.
Like, so when you're going, like a girl's riding you fast, like, that's scary. It comes out and just boom, and I'm sure it's happened to everybody, right?
I've always been scared about that.
I don't like. I told Johnny Bravo I don't like a girl riding me because
I don't either.
I like to feel in charge, but my girlfriend would be more than happy to ride Johnny.
Hey guys,
enough talking.
Stroking his hair and shit.
I remember.
She'd be like, "I'm used to fucking Greg, and he's ugly. Look at you." You know what I mean? She'd
actually look at Johnny, right? She'd actually.
I'd be sitting in the corner, fucking jerking it to it. You know what I mean?
You're embarrassed. Look, you're embarrassing him. He's turning red. I mean,
there's this urologist in Houston. He treats a lot of guys. He's a really good urologist. Dr. Lipschultz is his name. And I mean, people have Peyronie's and break their dick all the time, and people go to him, and I guess they have a certain machine that they put it in. It's kind of like a traction for your neck and kind of stretches it back and forth, or and then
I bet you Leo went to that guy because he always talking about stretching the cock. That asshole. How many fucking videos that asshole put about stretching the dick?
I got a crazy story.
Yeah, why can't they just use that technique for people like who just want a bigger penis? If
because if it's injured. It's only if it's injured, and it's yeah.
Well, it's probably also because it's a different muscle fiber. But I got a crazy story for you guys.
I don't think there's any muscle. It's a blood. It's a total blood vessel issue.
Really?
I want to hear Richard's story.
There's no muscle in your penis. No.
Well,
Richard's broken dick story. I've heard of broken hearts and everything else.
Well, Richard, we knew you're injecting your dick with all those fucking things.
It's what's crazy is that if you guys know about the Trimix, which is a product that's used to inject your penis, but hold
on, what's in Trimix first of all, so that people know?
Prostaglandins.
It's a concentrated vasodilator. It has various products very similar to like Viagra, but it's concentrated on the penis.
It's Caverject, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
That's prostaglandins.
Way better. I'm talking about like within 1 second of injecting, you're ready to knock a bitch out. In other words,
the only thing about 3 times with her.
Have you ever slapped? Hey, Rich, have you ever slapped a girl with your penis once it was old?
I've slapped a bitch in the face, and her ear, and her nose, and her mouth.
So wait a second, Rich. So what do you do? Wait, Rich. Let me ask you a question. So you before you fuck the girl, you stop her and you say, "I gotta go inject my cock."
No. Like I totally.
He goes to the bathroom first.
No, I would have not even, dude. Like fucking like 2 seconds. I used to have those hookers in my fucking room, and I would just be like, hey, hold on for a second. I got to go to the bathroom and wash up. And by the time I get out of the bathroom with injecting my cock, I'm ready to knock those 3 bitches out. But let me tell you guys about the broken cock story.
Yeah.
So by the time, by about the second or third year of WFN, we were pretty up there, like in sales, but I was getting a lot of like threats from distributors that were going out of business. So I ended up having a bodyguard 24/7 with me because of all the damn death threats. So he used to join me in my little rendezvous with the hookers. So the only thing about it is just that he was very stubborn. He never used to want to listen. You see, with the thing with Trimix is that you can't take much. I'm talking about like probably like 10 units on an insulin syringe will be more than enough for somebody that does not have any erectile dysfunction. But the stubborn son of a bitch decided to take 40 units of fucking Trimix. Make a long story short, we're banging the shit out of like 4 fucking girls. And I'm talking about like 2.5 hours later.
Wait, you and the guy? You and the guy together?
Yeah, we
That's
were
making a short story long. Get it?
Yeah,
Hold on, let me ask you, Richard. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. When you got four, I can only focus on one thing at a time. When you got four girls in the room, like, how do you know it's time to move to the next girl?
When you're
Because
fucking
you're not
tired.
finishing, obviously,
When
right?
when you're tired. Well, the thing about it is, try-mix, it's like you're fucking possessed. So you could bust 4 or 5 nuts and still go on.
So you finish with one girl, then you go to the next one right after?
Or you time the
What are the other girls doing while you're waiting? While they're waiting for you to finish?
They're eating each other's fucking box. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, they either playing with themselves or they're just patiently waiting. But
right, because hold on, you're paying them, so it's they're waiting to get their turn because they got to make sure that you're happy because they want you to hire them again, right?
No,
one's licking his ass, the other sucking on his balls and shit like that. I know it. I can look at Richard. I can tell he likes to get that ass licked.
But anyway,
Richard was the other guy, Big Rob.
What's up? Nah. It's one of the guys that he actually one of my former bodyguards was very famous for robbing Brinks trucks. He's very well known. He's very well known for that. I mean, like some crazy son of a bitch from Miami. Really good dude. You guys would like him.
Richard, but any guys that are well known for robbing Brinks trucks are usually in jail for a very long time. I guess he
was in jail for quite some time. He was in jail for a good 15 years. But anyway, he decided, like I said, to take a lot more than what he was supposed to. So after we finished with the girls, 4 hours later, my shit went down like no problem. His shit was still rock solid. The guy was like, it's like the guy was like sitting on fucking ice on the floor, wouldn't go down. Taking like a pack of Sudafed, wouldn't go down. 6 hours later, we had to take him to the emergency room. So what ended up happening was in the emergency room, they put like an injection like this fucking huge in your cock. And all they do is just take out all the excess blood from it. Right. The only thing about it is that he was banging the woman so hard that he did not know that he injured his cock. And what's even worse, it wasn't going down to the standpoint where it was practically fucking broken, and now he walks around with a fucking pump because it doesn't
work.
Function.
Oh wow,
it doesn't work anymore. He literally presses a fucking little button on his hip.
Oh fuck, that's bad.
Yeah, I know a guy who got that installed. I know a guy who got that installed, and he didn't even need it. He just thought it was cool. He wants to be able to, have sex when he wants. He just pops it up.
I went to the ER 3 times. I went to the ER 3 times.
Hold on, 3. You didn't learn your lesson the first 2 times?
Well, that's when I was doing all the women escorting. So I couldn't get turned on for a woman that was paying. So I had my little thing. I would have my GHB, my Caverjet or my Trimix. But at that time, the doctor didn't tell me, you're supposed to get an antidote with it. So in case it doesn't go down, you shoot the antidote.
Yeah, phenanally.
And you're good. Yeah. So the first time it happened, each time they had to drain about 60 mLs of blood. They do a needle on one side, needle on the other, and they pull like 30 mLs of blood out.
Fuck that.
And, it was to the point where they were giving me Dilaudid the first time I went because I was in so much pain.
Wow.
And I was like, I never want an erection again. This is the worst thing ever. Yeah. Then I did it again like a month later.
You did it 2 more times.
Hey, Dave.
And then again.
You should have asked Richard. He knew the right dosage, obviously.
Well, yeah.
When you don't need it, he did 10 IUs or 10. I was doing like 5 or less. And if you don't need it, but mentally when you're doing these escort things, like, it's you got to perform. And like I said, you can go for 6-7 hours, but the thing is, it's not enjoyable.
No one's gonna enjoy that shit 6-7 hours. Fuck that.
Wait a minute, guys used to shoot in the muscle too. I knew guys. Dave, didn't you ever hear about that? Guys using Caverjet in their like biceps.
Someone asked me about that. I said, "You're out of your fucking mind." I told him.
Who told you?
I've had bodybuilders ask me about it, and I told them they're out of their mind.
Yeah, but I knew somebody that did. I can't remember who it was. Fuck, that was sticking Caverjet in all their body parts.
Look at Jimmy down there. He's like, I never did that bullshit. I never needed that. I'm a fucking man.
Jimmy, you got some microphone issues over there.
Chris Jalal used to do it a lot.
Yeah. Too loud.
Really?
Hey, I had a question about the Essex.
I didn't say a fucking word.
Why can't they get a vial and get it tested to see how they start producing it again? Why is that so hard?
What is the question? Hold on, I missed
the Testiclean. Like, why can't they produce that again?
I don't know. They don't want to, obviously. I guess it's it is water based. I guess it's hard to solubilize it. For someone doing like an underground lab type of thing. I think it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Jimmy, let me hear you now.
I took it off. Is that better?
Yeah, but you're like delayed for some reason now.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, you're all right. You're all right. That's fine.
He's better. You just want to build. You just want to build his blood pressure up already.
The headset wasn't that good. It was like you were on a loudspeaker.
I usually wear the headset.
But you wear it on your phone, don't you?
What? My what?
Are you using your phone or your computer right now?
My phone.
Oh, well, you sound better now without it.
You know why, Dave? This is the first time I seen this guy not fucking yelling. He's talking.
He's like,
he hasn't got warmed up yet. That's why.
he's nice and calm, man. It's like a different.
No, he's taking the drink now.
You're drinking a regular. Look,
Nice
do that again.
I haven't fucking said anything yet. That's why I'm nice and fucking.
Now you're too low. You got to talk into the phone.
Oh my God. Let me raise the volume here. Hold on.
Oh no.
I think you just have to talk into
there
the phone.
It goes.
Jimmy, what's new? Tell us what's new, Jimmy, with your website. Come on. What's new with your site?
Oh, Muscle Monster's up and running, man. I've been doing sales for the last 2 days. I want to thank everybody out there. And I sent Dave a little clip thing. I hope he runs it on the show once in a while. Short, sweet, to the point.
You didn't send me a commercial.
Yeah, I sent you a little video, with the. Didn't I send you 2 little things?
I thought it was like a joke. It wasn't really. It wasn't really like a real nice commercial.
It's not really a commercial. It's just like some shit I put together, whatever.
What's the website? MuscleMobsters.com?
It's actually pretty good, dude. Who built it, man?
A very good friend of mine built it for me.
Yeah, it's
I can't get it to come up.
I just put it on the private chat. Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
MuscleMonster.com. That's it.
I got Muscle Monsters coming up.com.
No, it's Mobster. Like
I know. It's not coming up though.
He had it on his Instagram too. Right, Jim?
I'll pull up his Instagram then. Hold on.
Dave, I think you're fucking with Jimmy.
Yeah.
You're pushing his
Oh,
button.
dude, it just got shut down, man.
It did?
Yeah. I'm just fucking with you, man. I just want to get you right.
People's Instagram's been going down the last couple of days. You guys saw that?
What?
The huge Instagram outage the last couple of days, like tons of people.
Really?
Yeah, tons of people. Instagram's been going down.
Is that why my girlfriend's been in a bad mood? She
probably.
Get on her fucking Instagram.
This is the commercial you're talking about?
Yeah, it's not really a commercial. It's just a little collage stuff, with the website.
Yeah, that's not a commercial.
No.
This is terrible. I thought you said you were doing a commercial where Sid was filming you and all this stuff.
I have another one. I'll send it to you. It's my nephew. It's pretty good.
This is terrible, this one.
Jimmy, I like to see you riding your bike, getting up to the gym, going in there, going crazy, and say, "You're gonna pull up some," right?
I have another one.
Oh, you know why? You know why I can't pull it up? Because it's Muscle Mobster, not Muscle Mobsters. You better tell people the right website.
So,
I got it now.
He did say
Mobster.
Mobster.
MuscleMobster.com.
Oh, Mobster.
There's a
no
difference.
S. There's no S, right?
There's no S.
Yeah, no, it's singular.
There it
Singular.
I love that picture of Jimmy with the dumbbell.
Yeah.
A great shot.
Is this the Oh, here it is. You got your commercials here.
No,
Those are like demos. Those are like demos.
Yeah, those are instructional videos. When they purchase the strap, they know exactly how to put it on and use it. That's
In the beginning.
Huh?
In the beginning.
Beginning of what?
In the beginning, it says "Welcome to the family." There's a 46-second video. That looks like a.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to originally send Dave. Right. The one that's my nephew.
Okay. You're too low now. I'm not getting the full effect of Jimmy the Bull right now. I'm getting like a weakened
because he's mellow. He's trying to talk.
You know what it is, Dave? You're used to your speakers clipping like a fuck the entire time, and now it's normal, so you're not used to these regular fucking.
That's right. I got a normal setup now. I got a Chromebook with headset.
Can you zoom, George? Can you get a little closer, maybe, with whatever you're doing? You look like you're a mile away. You know.
How's this?
Better. Now your head's cut off, though. Turn it down a little bit.
Did Bobby Smalls do this good?
Yeah. There must be a way, Johnny Bravo, to turn that microphone down a little bit. It's like tremendous feedback, you know, right?
On which
mine?
All right. Just leave it. Just don't touch the microphone with your hands. That's all.
I'm going to lower the volume on the mic. Let's see what happens.
Oh, no. All you got to do is just put it away from your mouth a little bit. It's too close. Like bend the mic and put it a little away from your mouth. That's
probably what it is.
How about that? How's that, guys?
See, there you go.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
that's you're a professional, Jimmy.
You always
got a website, everything.
Your mouth.
Tyler can't prove this is live because Tyler isn't working here anymore. He's in Tallahassee.
Is that still okay? Is that still okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Yeah,
it's not good to me.
All right.
I was watching this. I listened to the Howard Stern show this morning, and they played an old clip from 1999 where they have Howard had the Dick Clark on. It was, I think, maybe 2000. He had Dick Clark on, and he was doing this game show with Dick Clark where you had to be distracted and see if you can still answer questions. So he had this guy who could fart on command, and he had this girl who could queef. You know what queefing is?
Yeah, it's from the pussy.
It can make the farting noises.
I don't like that shit.
Oh, me neither, man. It's
Dick Clark got this all these sounds. It's stinking up the room, and he's can't barely breathe, and he's got to answer these questions. Howard's I can't figure out why Dick Clark is agreeing to be doing this demeaning thing that I have him doing here. He's I need promotion from you. He goes, otherwise I wouldn't be here. It was the funniest thing. Howard was so funny back in the day.
That was such a great show. Yeah.
Especially when he had all the guests come on and do crazy shit.
Oh my God, yeah.
Jimmy, who made the shirts? Did Bobby Smalls?
Well, we used to have a Howard Stern show with Dave back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
This is the Howard Stern show still. Our own Howard Stern show.
Yeah, but we did.
I'm talking about when we were strictly. Remember, George? We were strictly in the office. It was strictly radio. It was
with the two little his dogs. There was 8 of us in that room, and I would bring different guests. Remember, I brought a rock metal band.
I was playing guitar. Remember, I took the guitar from the guy and started playing.
Yo, Jimmy's mic sounds good now. Don't fuck. Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna fucking touch it, man. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I think this is the best we ever had where everyone's shit is working right now. Mr. G is not sideways chopping up like an asshole. Right. The Bull's not clipping the fucking mics. This is good shit.
So later, before I leave the show today, Dave, I want to explain my diagram because the last time when you cut me off, a lot of people were private messaging me. They want to know what the hell this was. They wanted me to explain it.
Okay. Before you do that, can I play a video?
I'm not going to do that now. But when we're ready, I want
to play a video for you first that someone sent me. It's from TikTok. It's pretty funny. Somehow they found a video that you posted, a video of you, but that someone else posted. I don't know if you've seen this video. Can I play it?
Yeah, what? I'm not naked or nothing, am I?
No. It's just your voice, really. Anything.
Because once in a while, when I drink too much, that happens. You know.
All right, ready? Okay, I'm gonna play it. Hold on. Don't go away.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And then you wind up at Pelosi's house.
I was closing the door. I didn't want anybody to hear.
That was good, George. You didn't break into Pelosi's house, did you?
In your fucking underwear, too.
No, I didn't.
Right, how's the guy breaking the house with underwear?
Ready?
Yeah, fucking underwear.
All right.
Holy fucking shit. Ma! Ma, come outside. There's a fucking moose or a buffalo or something. Keep going. Ma! Holy shit. This is some fucking National Geographic shit. Ma, call a fucking cop to the ASPCA. There's animals fighting in the front lawn. Oh shit! Holy fuck! Shit! Ma! Ma, come outside! There's a fucking moose.
What did you hear that before? I didn't know that was his voice.
I don't.
People said that was Jimmy the Bull.
That's Jimmy the Bull.
Yo, that's an old video, man.
Yeah,
that's been around.
That's really old. That's like
someone said
it's been around like 10 fucking years.
Someone said to me like that. They got to be Jimmy the Bull.
What was outside that he was saying is a fucking moose?
that would be
fighting with each other in the back of a truck.
Oh, okay, yeah, I couldn't see it.
No, there were actually two fucking like cantaloupe. I said cantaloupes, antelopes.
cantaloupe.
I guess the male moose.
What a fucking
moose, they bang their their horns together, so to speak. The fight.
You must be hungry. You must be hungry, Greg.
Did you used to do that, Jimmy, when you were the bull? Hit people with your head like a horn. Your horn. Lock horns with guys.
I used to charge people. Yeah, I used to actually charge people. One time, I'll never forget. One time I was in this. We were in this nursery. It was a keg party back. Keg parties were big back in the day. And we used to meet in various places. Schoolyards and fucking nurseries and shit like that. So I don't know what happened. One night I got in brawl with this guy Greg. I'll never forget it. And he stood up and he was, I don't know what he was saying to me. And I was drinking, of course, and I just fucking bent over and I charged him like a fucking bull, right? And I went right into him. I got him on the ground. Somehow I got him on his face and I was biting him on his back. I was just like repeatedly biting, and he was screaming and everybody was like cheering and shit. I bit the guy like 20 times, man.
Is that where you got the bull nickname? Is that where you got the name?
I said, back in the day, Greg, I don't brawl like a regular guy. I'm not gonna sit there and go fucking toe to toe. I don't do that. I never did that. I hit you with anything that was in my reach, and if I had to bite you, I bit you. Whatever I had to do. You know what I mean? You're gonna feel some pain somewhere. Even if you kicked my ass, you weren't walking away without something. So
now,
anyway,
I find it interesting, Jimmy, that in the backdrop of your room there, you have a rifle. You have your fiberlize, and you got a diagram.
I got my shirt on. Did you notice that? How about that?
Hit the gym, yeah.
Love that.
MuscleMobster.com.
Got the American flag there because I'm a patriotic motherfucker.
But you got your gun there too.
Well, I'm a fucking Marine at heart. I can't help myself. I'm always thinking about self-defense, and a lot of times at night when I'm sitting in my office, I have my front door wide open. And so, my front door is around the other side over here. So my office, I don't fucking hear. And I'm in my office. I'm doing my thing over here. So a lot of times I'll keep this right on my lap, right here on my lap like that there. You know what I mean? And I'll get on my laptop and all of that while I got this sitting right on my lap. You know what I'm saying?
Like the quintessential old guy with the gun waiting to blast someone who tries to break into his house.
Oh yeah, you come to my house, it's gonna be bad.
Well, you're not leaving.
And then he's got his Albert Einstein theory of relativity equations on the board over there. What's that you got up there?
Well, first I want to tell you about the fly. So the other day I had a fly in my house. I don't know where this motherfucker came from, right? And he's just flying around the kitchen, my hallway. He's in the fucking bedroom. He's all over the place, this motherfucker. And I'm trying to get him with the fly swatter, so I can't get him. So then he must have hid. So I said, all right, maybe he's gone. I don't know. But he wasn't. That night he shows up again, right? So I had to go run and do a few things. I get in the car. The motherfucker's in my car. I don't know how the fuck he got in my car. I don't know if he landed on my shoulder and he hitched the ride into the car. I don't know how this fucking prick from my house, he got in the fucking car. So now I'm in the car. I see him. He's buzzing around in front of my window. This is a true story now. Now, back in the day, if you ever saw like The Omen with Gregory Peck, the original movies with the, they always got flies in the fucking movie for some reason. A fly coming out of a guy's nose or a fly on the
devil, the Lord of the Flies? Isn't that?
Yes, it's something demonic with flies, right? So, I got a lot of shit going on in my life. Not all good, of course. And this fucker flies in my car now. So now I'm fucking driving down the road. He's going, I'm like, this fucking prick. He's in my car now, right? So I'm fucking driving down. And so I said, I'll get this motherfucker. I open all my four windows and I hit the fucking gas and I'm fucking doing like 85 down Jericho, right? I said, he's got to get out. So I get to my destination, my friend's house. I get out, I park the car, I put the windows up, and here he is. What the fuck is he still here? I was doing 85 with the fucking windows open. He's still in the fucking car, right? So anyway, I went in the house. I had to feed my friend's dog, blah, blah, blah. I get back in the car. I don't see him. I get back in my house, get up the next day. My friend Jake stopped over. We had to go to work and play. I had to buy boots. Get in the car. He came with his truck. I said, come on, go in my Jeep. We'll take a ride. It's like a 40-minute ride. Get in the Jeep. We're driving. All of a sudden, Jake goes, yo, bro, you got to fly in the car. I said, no fucking way. That's not that fucking prick is still here. So now we're driving down the road, and Jake's trying to get him. I'm trying to get. I got the fucking windows open. I'm punching it out on the expressway. We're going down the express. I'm doing like fucking 90, bro. Fuck, I got it nailed. I said, I'm gonna get this fucking cocksucker. I want him out of my car, and I'm fucking flying down Jericho, right? Jake's fucking squad. We look like two assholes. I finally get to the fucking working play. We park the car. And the fucking guy's buzzing around in the car. I'm like, I said, leave the windows open. Maybe this motherfucker will get out. So we go in the store. We come out. Thank God this fucking guy. This motherfucker was with me for 3 days, man. I don't know how the fuck he got from the house to the fucking car. I don't even know. So I'm thinking it's a demonic spirit because everything in my life's up fucking hill. I got to fix my balls with every fucking thing. And I think that thing was fucking some kind of demonic spirit. So that's why I got my fucking shit over here because you know what? I'm here at night alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a meek man or anything, but you come into my house, that's not gonna happen. So now let's get back.
Jimmy, did you see what this guy wrote? This was really funny. I see Jimmy shooting at the fly with a shotgun like Bugs Bunny.
I would have. That was the next fucking move, bro. If I would have came back in that house and that little prick fucking hitched a ride on me into my fucking house because I don't know how he got in the car. Somehow he must have landed on my back. Because I can't reach my back anyway. I'm all fucked up. So he's probably on my back. He knows I can't reach. And he fucking finally got into the car and he fucking got a ride in the car, this motherfucker. But the next step was the shotgun. That was the next step.
Jimmy, why didn't you let him drive?
But I'm telling you, he was all in the windshield, Greg. He was all in my face. He was like landing on me. This guy had he had a set of balls for a fucking little fly. Let me tell you.
Italian skin. It's the Italian skin. We got to smell. The flies come to us. I don't know what it is. I got it too. I pay my kids. I like whoever catches the fly in the house with the fly swatter. I see gets a toy. My son, they go nuts. They get all the flies all the time. I got like a fly killing crew.
I think you're right, Dave. I think it's something with the Italian, the blood, the spices, the tomato sauce. I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm like a fly attractant too. Yeah.
Listen,
the fucking garlic.
Jimmy, you know what you got to do? Use hair.
I was chasing that motherfucker around, Greg. Look at this. Not one, but two motherfuckers. All right. I was swinging at this motherfucker with both of them. I was like doing like kung fu all around my house. I was trying to get it here. I was fucking here. I was getting fucking. I couldn't get rid of this motherfucker.
Who on this panel has a fly swatter in their house? Probably just Jimmy and I. That's
use
bought some of those ones that hang.
Who has a fly swatter like Jimmy?
Everybody's got a fly swatter.
Come on. You're Italian. You got to have one. That's an Italian.
We got flies, but dude, use hairspray. Spray them in the air. All of a sudden they'll drop.
Yeah, and then it gets on your eyes. It gets on your eyes, the hairspray.
Nah, not me. I was sunglasses.
Somebody told me use Windex too, because it wets their wings and they
use water, bro. It gets on the wing, they're fucked.
Wait, didn't they have a plant that you could put out on the fucking thing and it catches this flies with the mouth?
A Venus fly.
I told you last summer I hit that bumblebee in my backyard. I hit him with a fucking aerosol can, and he was on my fucking patio furniture. This big ass I never seen a bumblebee so big in my life. I fucking hit him with a fucking Lysol can, right? And he was moving around the table, and then I took the barbecue lighter and I hit him with the barbecue lighter. Bro, the motherfucker took off. It looked like a fucking something out of World War II. He fucking took off. He was flying. He was on fire, this motherfucker, right? And all of a sudden the fire went out. It was just smoke, and he left a smoke trail, and he fucking went into the fucking bushes in my backyard, bro.
You're not supposed to kill bees. Don't you understand we need bees on this planet? They pollinate the plants.
Wait, Greg, do you got that plant under your desk?
I should have filmed it, because if I would have filmed that was like the most awesome thing I've ever seen, man. Especially when the flames went out.
If Greg has one, holy shit.
Are you kidding me?
He probably does, dude.
No way.
Fuck. I just broke it.
Holy shit.
What the hell is that?
It's a plant.
Oh.
Oh, that's not the fly trap, though.
The Venus flytrap plant. You talking
Do those
about?
actually, do
I
those
used to have a
actually
pitcher
work?
plant.
Hey, let me get my shotgun out of here. I don't want to fucking disturb
Dave,
anybody.
do those
See, I keep a
actually
sock.
work,
You notice
or
I
is it
keep a
just-
sock on the top of my shotgun, bro? You know what that's for, right?
Dave, are those
No.
things actually real? Do they actually catch flies?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they grow really well in Florida with the weather. You can almost keep them outside. I keep them in my garage. And they grow like crazy. Pitcher plants, Venus flytraps.
Really?
They're really good. They don't grow well up north though in the cold. Even
Because I've never seen one.
Yeah,
I just heard about it.
they're really cool. You can buy them in like nurseries and stuff like that. So Jimmy, tell me about the flat Earth picture you got on the wall there.
I was waiting for you to ask me
I know
that.
the fans don't want to see it, but I'm interested in see what you
Flat
got.
Earth?
Wait, what do you mean the fans don't want to see it?
I think they're sick of the flat Earth, but it's okay because I want to see what you got up there, proof-wise.
That's actually
Well,
what he has there. I think is, if I'm not mistaken, it's a whiteboard that he's using to do some marketing strategies for his website. It looks like a diagram, you know.
Wait a minute. Listen,
But he's
look,
got the sun and the earth and all kinds of
Jimmy.
stuff.
Jimmy, I got your fly right here. Look. Oh, fuck.
To each
Look.
his
I got
own.
your fly right here, Jimmy. Look.
Holy crap!
Look.
what the fuck
hold
is
on.
that?
Dropping.
That's a dead fucking fly, man.
What is that, a roach? That's a fucking roach, bro.
What do you
No,
feed
it's
that
a
to the
bee. How do you
crested
do
gecko?
this? Wait, let me see it. How do I get this? Look, it's a
That's
bee.
a wasp.
Oh, yeah.
It was in that plant.
Oh,
You see it?
That thing looks fucking petrified, Greg. It must have been in there for fucking over a year.
Yeah.
yeah, probably, Jimmy.
Look at that.
Ah.
Dude, all the fucking liberal nuts, they're like, you know that thing about they want you to start eating
The liberal
bugs?
nuts.
I got news for you. Bug protein is really good for you.
Yeah, okay, like I'm gonna eat that shit.
You would
Well,
if there
yeah,
was
I
no
mean,
other food. I guarantee
crickets-
you'd be fucking cooking that shit up in 2 seconds.
Cricket protein is very popular.
You ever
now.
see like the Mexicans? They have like these
Yeah.
little worms.
That's
that they put
chapelinos.
spices
My
on it and they
girlfriend's
eat it.
mother eats that shit. My
What is she-
girlfriend's mother eats
I'll
them
stick to my pasta, my
Don't they
meatballs.
make grasshoppers?
Fuck
Don't
that
they
shit.
deep fry grasshoppers, Greg, in Mexico? Or maybe they're
I think Greg has those worms in his house. He's going to get them. They put like spices on it, Dave. It looks like maggots.
I know they got
probably
fried frog legs. Don't people eat the fried
What
the
is
frog
that?
legs?
Yeah,
Look at
that's them. That's
What is
them.
it?
mealy worms.
That's
What?
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Who eats
Mealy
that?
worms. Look,
Your girl eats those?
Greg.
see, I don't know how.
Oh, that's for your lizards, Greg.
No,
Yeah, I
those
know.
people fucking eat that.
No, that's for his lizards.
But
That's
they
not-
want you to eat the mealy worms. No, different
Yeah.
like turtles.
yeah.
All those dog markets are crazy.
Yeah, while they
You know,
while
those
they eat
dog
beef,
markets.
while they eat beef, we eat that.
Yeah, but wait, Nicole Kidman eats them. You ever watch her on TV? She always sits there and she eats all that. She eats bugs. Google
She
it.
looks
Any you fucking guys out there, Google Nicole Kidman eating bugs, and it'll show her sitting there. She eats like giant fucking like cockroaches and shit.
Why
She
did
eats
you do
stuff.
that?
Huh?
Why did you do
Because
that?
she's fucking crazy. That's why.
It's fucking
Dude, they're
weird.
all fucked up in Hollywood.
She signed the contract like the rest of them. She got to eat the bugs. Probably mandatory. All right, so
You
let me.
gonna say anything?
I mean, it's not that bad though, dude. Because like when you go to China, there's certain
They
it's
eat
like
everything over there, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's a little section in China where you can eat sea slugs, sea urchins, like fried cockroaches and all that shit.
Nice.
Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ex-wife and I, we ate a fried scorpion and a fried cockroach.
Watch
Did
the
Did you
photo.
run into the? Did
She's
you run
eating
into the dog
worms.
market and all that?
Yeah, they have all around Shenzhen, China.
Yeah. Then you got to go get your
Yeah.
stomach pumped when you're done with all that shit.
Hey, dude, let me tell you something. My friend ate sushi and had a fucking 18-foot goddamn
Tapeworm.
tapeworm in him.
You told us that, yeah.
Oh.
No, I don't like the answer because I like sushi, Greg. But yeah, she's definitely eating the bugs here.
Is that is
Wait,
that Insta-
Wait, Dave,
what
did
is
you
that,
say you don't like
Instagram?
sushi?
I love
Dave
sushi.
said he
You know
likes
that.
it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Dude, I
She's
was
I don't
getting
want to
paid
hear
to do
talk
that.
bad about sushi.
never.
You don't get tapeworms from sushi though. That's from pork and beef. Some
No,
beef has it.
my friend got
Raw,
the
yeah.
tapeworm from that sushi.
No,
How do they know it was from
Porky get
sushi?
it's not from
trichinosis.
sushi. You don't get tapeworms
No.
from sushi.
Bullshit. Listen to me.
You
Did
get
ever
worms. You can get
see-
worms, but not tapeworms.
Wait, did you ever see the video of Evan Centopani where he's got the fucking cod steaks and he's sitting there with fucking tweezers and he's pulling out like.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, in my parents' deli, sometimes the salmon, the baked salmon, you peel off the skin, it's fucking worms underneath. That's true. But what I'm saying is, you don't get tapeworms from fish. It's a different kind of food poisoning.
Yeah.
No, there is.
I think you get parasites from fish, right, John?
Yeah.
I tell you, I ate sushi I ate sushi every weekend. I was eating sushi for a long time.
Me too. For years.
And all of a sudden the diarrhea was rampant. You know, and I was like, what the fuck? Every time my stomach was gurgling, and during the week, it just, everywhere I went with the truck, I had to stop, go to the bathroom. So finally, I said, let me take a break on the sushi. I'm thinking that maybe the bacteria built up week after week after week. You know what I'm saying?
No, maybe just a bad fish. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I was even doing Fiberlize. Fiberlize didn't even help me because I think I had so much fucking bacteria in my system. It was just, you know, finally, huh?
Don't eat that stuff, Jimmy.
Let me ask you a question, Jimmy. Do you like, when you eat sushi, do you eat the white tuna a lot?
Who?
No, I don't eat the white. I like the fatty tuna, the regular tuna, salmon, yellowtail.
The white tuna is actually not tuna. It's actually escargot or something like that. It causes it make you like poop like almost like an oily stool sometimes.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Are you talking about like when you
if you notice how much, that's all the Fiberlize I got left. That's how much Fiberlize I was taking when I.
Well, you better order more. You don't want to run out.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about tuna, like tuna salad? Are you talking about like that?
No. There's a white tuna, not the tuna like you get in the cans. It's really not tuna. It looks like tuna, but it's escargot or something like something. It's got some. I forget the kind of fish it is. It's almost like not chili and citrus. What's that fish to eat when you're dieting?
Ruffy, orange ruffy.
Orange ruffy. You poop oil. It does the same thing. So when you eat it, so a lot of people get an upset stomach from that because they just eat too much of the white tuna because it does taste good, and then they wind up pooping oil out of their butt.
Fuck that, man.
You know,
I don't eat fucking fish, and I don't eat things that smell like fish.
What the hell happened? Did something just happen to the fucking audio? What happened?
No, you
know what, Jimmy? We see a fly flying around the back.
Oh man, you sounded like fucking Mickey Mouse for like 3 minutes, and all of a sudden my screen went blank. What the fuck happened?
I think the fly took over the.
Yeah, the fly stuck in your phone.
Jimmy, that's Joe Materazzi.
Hey, before Jimmy does his little lesson on the flat Earth, George, what's going on with the cookie company? You're supposed to have a big announcement, aren't you?
Not yet.
Yeah, what's up?
Soon.
MrCheeseProteinSnacks.com. What's going on?
Not yet.
Nothing?
Not ready yet.
You're very quiet. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Do you need us to lift you up a little
George,
bit?
I had a dream about you, George. I got to tell George this dream because when you tell you a dream, it doesn't come true. You know, that's an old Italian thing. If you don't, you have a bad dream and you don't tell anybody about it, the dream comes true. So I got to tell you, George. It's a fact. So I got to tell George the dream I had about him because I don't want nothing to happen to him because I love George. So last night, I had this dream. I had a dream that you were running your cookie business and you were doing great. And then all of a sudden, the FBI came after you, the CIA, because you were putting stuff in your cookies that you weren't supposed to put. It wasn't on the label. And they came and they took you away and they shut your business down. And I felt so bad for you. I was like, holy shit, poor George.
No, maybe that's because I'm getting involved in government.
No, I think what happened was I passed this restaurant over here that Juan owns, and I was thinking about cookies and shit. I don't know. I started thinking about you, and then I had that dream. It was fucked up.
No, I would never. First of all, I would never do anything. I'm completely honest. I would never do anything, put anything in products.
I know that. It's just a dream I had. Who knows?
Yeah.
Jimmy,
no,
wait. I want to ask Jimmy a question. Jimmy, what if George sent you a cookie? And there was a fly in it. You know what I'm saying? What would you do if you get this cookie? You see, what the fuck is that a chocolate chip? And you look, and it's a fly embedded in there. Would you eat it?
Oh, yeah,
we lost him again.
He's in shock. He's in shock.
Mr. G, you eat sushi.
Look, he's sideways now.
Mr. G, you eat sushi?
Yeah. No, ever since with the worms. We used to go to a place with Dave, an all-you-can-eat sushi in Long Island.
Sushi Village. It was great.
You know,
George said it too. The worms, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Right here it says.
It can happen with anything, no matter what it is you fucking eat.
Tapeworm infections caused by ingesting ingesting food or water contaminated with tapeworm eggs or larvae. If you ingest certain tapeworm eggs, they can migrate outside your intestines and form larvae or cysts in body tissues and organs.
You can get that from anything.
Dude,
obviously with food, with food you're gonna be careful.
Don't buy food from unsavory places. That's all.
Yeah, that's why you like to go to a place where you can see the people making food.
Because Dave, the fish is frozen in a commercial
going
freezer
on,
for
man?
24 to 48
Dave, are you
hours
fucking with
before
me
they serve
with the show?
No, you're having problems.
You got that fly, Jimmy.
All of a sudden, Greg sounds like Mickey Mouse again, and I'm frozen. And I mean,
we're fine. You're the one who's
Jimmy, it's that goddamn fly. It's that fly.
I swear, Greg, something's fucked up with me. I'm telling you, I got Udi Owl to fucking follow me, bro.
Hold on, Jimmy. I forgot to ask you about this. Now, you were cursed for a while. You remember you were cursed?
I still am. What do you mean I was cursed? What the fuck are you talking about? I can't shake this motherfucker.
You were supposed
I got cursed. My father
Hold
got
on.
cursed up he was upstate. He was banging some chick, and the mother was a witch.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what the fly was.
Exercise, though. You were supposed to go to the girl's house and get exercise. Do you remember they were going to get rid of the spirit for you?
Yeah, the bitch charged me $500 fucking dollars, bro. I went over there. She had me bent over in a chair. She was smacking the back of my head with a fucking book and all this shit. And then she was telling me to spit in this bucket. I spit in this bucket. It turned red. And she's like, "Oh, keep going." She was whacking me with a Bible, and she was whacking me in the back of $500, bro. Didn't do nothing, all right? Didn't do nothing.
Did you get your
own
that
power?
bitch charged me $500. No wonder why she was trying to fucking. When I pulled up to the house, I saw a Lexus, a Mercedes. I said, "This bitch is doing something right," because she's got all these cars, a nice house. It was right over here at 110. I went in there, sat down, and she starts reading my palm and my cards. And she says, "Oh," she says, "you have evil entities following you." I said, "Yeah, I do." She says, "Well," she says, "Oh, I see here." She's looking at the cards. She goes, "Oh, I see here you were cursed." I said, "Yeah, I was cursed."
But someone else told. Oh wait, hold on. Someone else told you that on our TV show that you were cursed. Also, didn't Rosetta tell you that?
Yeah,
she did.
Rosetta Mortati.
Rosetta said they had a bad spirit or something following them.
Yeah, you were cursed. She told you.
Dude, I love Rosetta. That's my girl.
That was in the studio, no?
Yeah. So more than one person have told you you're cursed.
My mother told me. My mother told me this story. It's like bad shit was happening to me, and then all of a sudden my mother's like, she said, "Jimmy, I got to tell you." I said, "Why, ma? What?" She says, "Years ago, before I met your father, he was in the Navy, and he went upstate to Saratoga. We had a house up there, and he was with this young girl, and I guess he was, fucking her, whatever. And the mother got furious, and she happened to be a witch, and she put a curse on my father, but not my father, my father's children." That we would never be successful and have nothing but bad luck and hard times through our whole life. That's what happened to me the whole fucking time. So my mother was telling me that. And I said, "Nah, man, that can't be true." So then when I went to that bitch with the $500 in the fucking bucket, she told me, she said, I see here, she's reading the cards, right? I don't know anything about cards. And she goes, "Oh, I see here." She goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "You got a curse on you." I said, "What? What do you mean I got a curse on?" And now I'm thinking about my mother, right? I'm like, "I got a curse?" She says, "Yeah." She says, "Some woman put a curse on your father, but not your father, his children." I says, "You got to be fucking kidding me." So after I paid the lady and everything, the curse is still following me. So I go back home and I tell my mother, I says, "Ma, you remember that story you told me about Daddy getting cursed up in upstate?" She says, "Yeah." That fucking woman just told me that story. I don't even know the bitch. I went in there, paid her $500. She's telling me that my father got cursed, but the children, not him. She says, "Oh my God,
who's going to go in there and tell them you're not?"
I can't
cursed?
believe it." She's telling me. I said, "Yeah, I can't believe it either."
Jimmy,
Everybody's
you know what?
cursed.
Everyone's
Armand, you think you got problems, Armand? Yeah.
Jimmy, you know what? You know why she was hitting you with that book? Because she saw that fly in your neck and she was trying to... She was like, "You got a fly on your fucking head."
Bro, I saw
not to scare at him. She was just trying to kill the fly that won't leave him alone.
She saw that fly.
I don't know. She sat me down in the fucking chair and they put a bowl of water down between my legs. I thought I was going to give birth to something. I don't know what the fuck she was doing.
Jimmy, she didn't jerk you off?
No, it wasn't one of those places, bro. I would have been better off going to one of those places, believe me.
And
So
spend
she put the fucking bowl down there and she told me this.
Johnny Bravo,
spend less.
this has your documentary written all over it. Exercising the Curse of Jimmy the Bull. There you go. There's the title right
Dave,
there.
why don't we do a show?
I don't know how they
research.
turned it.
We go to all the mystics with him to see what the curse is and where it came from and the origins of it and how he can get it removed. That's a great documentary.
I think death is the only way. I can't get rid of this fucking thing. So I don't know how this bowl turned red. Right?
I heard Caberjet gets rid of it, Jimmy. Inject it into your penis and it'll exercise.
No, Jimmy, it's a sign from God. You know what? You'll never get rid of that curse until you personally kill that fly and you see it dead. That's the answer, Jimmy. You got it. It's like I held up that dead bee. Holy fuck. I don't know where it went. I'm going to be in trouble. My girlfriend's going to kill me. I broke a vase over here when I was getting that shit. But listen, Jimmy, that's it. That's the curse. We got to find that fucking fly. You got to kill it and then burn the dead body of the fly. And you're fucking, it releases all the bad energy.
We got to go do that. We got to bring Jimmy to like an exorcism. Like we got to.
I need help. I need help over here, Dave. I need fucking help, bro. You don't know. I'm alone at night. I hear noises. The other night I came home. So I'm in the yard. This is the 2 days before I lifted that tamper and blew my fucking back out, right? And my hernia and every other fucking thing, right?
The curse.
I'm at listen. So I go to the gate. The gate's locked and there's a chain on it with a padlock and there's a combination lock, right? So I know the combo. It's 2222, right? So I back the truck up.
Now everyone knows the combo. The curse. The curse again.
OJ, he's got to kill the fly. He's got to kill the fly.
Upside down.
To release the evil, he has to kill that fly and then burn the body. I can't find what happened to that dead bee. I'm in trouble because my girlfriend's gonna be, what'd you do?
Armand, I gotta just tell Armand this. Armand, like when you call me and sometimes we talk and maybe you're having a problem or something like that. All you got to do is think about Jimmy the Bull. Your problems can never be as bad as his problems.
I still don't understand what the problem is, though.
Yeah,
I can't hear you.
Has a great life.
Off the show. Can you guys hear me? I can't hear nobody.
Yeah, we hear
you. Booted again. The curse kicked in.
Jimmy, kill the fly. Jimmy, kill the fly.
I can't hear.
Just everything that can happen happens to some people. Like whatever situation you're in, just like I'm like that way too. Every time I go to a normal situation, something drastic happens that
Maybe you're cursed too.
Yeah, I have a lot of girls that cursed me. Yeah, a lot of women. Scorn.
My girlfriend curses at me when we're having sex because she knows it turns me on. You motherfucker! Yeah. You ugly fucking! I come when she tells me. You ugly.
That's different.
She'll say to me, Johnny Bravo.
No, we're talking about curse, not getting cursed.
Armin, what about bullshit? You double a woman. You have a woman now, right?
All right, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm married.
Can I finish my fucking story? Because I keep getting bumped off. The Rick sounds like Mickey Mouse. Can I finish the fucking story? Jesus Christ, I can't even finish the story anymore.
Tell the story.
I fucking back up the fucking trailer, right? And I go back up to the gate. And I see the combination lock. So I go over to the fucking lock. I can barely see because the letters are all worn. So I'm trying to get the fucking combo off the fucking lock. And I'm pulling on the fucking lock. And I'm doing the combo, pulling on, going, pull. I'm hitting it with fucking, I can't get the lock open. So I go over to the guy across the yard over there. I said, yo, Dave, do me a favor. His name is Dave too. I says, could you help me open this fucking lock? He goes, the combo's 222. I said, I know what the combo is, but it ain't opening. I said, I'm losing my shit. Can you help me? He goes, yeah, all right. So we walk on, we go behind the fucking trailer, and bro, there's the lock, unopened, and the chains are swinging like this, like somebody just fucking opened it. I don't know how the hell it opened. It completely opened, and the chains were still swinging like this. So Dave's looking at it. I'm looking at Dave. Dave's looking at me, and I'm like, and he's thinking, he goes, that's weird. I go, yeah, that is weird, isn't it? That's fucking weird, because all that shit only happens to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like my fucking truck, the driver's door don't close on my truck. So every time I hang a hard right, the fucking driver's door opens up, and I got no seatbelt. I'm almost out the fucking door. This happens to me all the time. All the time, bro. Somebody's after my ass. I'm telling you. You know why? Because I speak the truth. That's why. The truth. Like fucking George used to say, the truth. The truth. That's what I speak.
You know what the real combo is, Jimmy? You got the combo wrong. It's not 222. It's 666. Did you know that?
He's like,
you might be right. You might be right.
Dude, the fly opened that lock. It was the fly. He landed on it. Open that shit.
Oh, then I come home the other night. I come home. I was dead tired. It was like 10:30. I said, I'm going to go to bed. I'm fucking tired. I got to get up 3:30. I shut all the lights off because that's what I do every fucking night, and I go to bed, right? During the middle of the night, I hear a bang noise. I said, what the hell is that? I wake up, and I see a light shining down my hallway. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I get up, I get my shotgun, and I go down the fucking hallway, right, with the shotgun, thinking somebody's in my fucking house, right? So I go into, no, I'm not shitting, George. I sleep with that thing. So now I go into the kitchen, and the light's on over the counter. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? How'd that light get on? I says, I know I'm not going crazy. I shut that fucking light. How is that fucking light on? It's like, this is the kind of shit that goes on in my life, bro. You have no idea.
Tell us about
I shut
that
the fucking light.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to go to with Johnny Bravo. We secretly come out and we try to prank you, but I'm afraid you'd fucking shoot us.
Bro, I hear fucking I hear people talking in the middle of the night in my bedroom, bro. I hear people talking. I fucking get up and I say, who's talking? I go outside, I look out the window, I think,
Greg, we should actually do that,
Dude,
Greg.
we should.
people are talking. I hear
That's a
conversations
good
all the
fucking
time.
idea, Greg.
Oh, set up a
Talk about
camera
that.
that videotapes it at night.
Yeah, why don't you set up cameras in your house? George is right. And then
I gotta do something, man,
We'll
because this
fuck
shit
with
ain't
them.
real. This is fucked
We'll
up.
fuck
Yeah, the
with
ring
them, Greg.
thing. That ring
Did you ever
thing.
see the movie
You
The
can put
Fly?
the ring
where
thing
little
in your
fly
house.
talks? Help me, Philippe, help me.
You
Remember
believe in
that?
demons,
that was
though,
with Jeff.
right?
That was with Jeff
Goldblum.
Yeah,
Joe Goldblum. Dude,
Yeah.
imagine if you heard it, The Fly going, Jimmy. You know what I mean?
And he
Your
know he
mother
was-
warned you got to kill it,
Yeah,
Jimmy. You
that's
gotta
when the
kill that.
shotgun comes out, bro.
Tell me
I
about
stopped-
this stupid chart on the wall behind you there. What is this picture, this diagram you got there?
It's
the
not.
sun.
First of all, it's not stupid.
All right, I'm sorry.
I
didn't
Take that out of the. I don't want that in the equation.
Prejudging. All right,
Okay, so let's see if you can see it. Hold on.
we can see it.
You can see it?
Yeah, it's not. It's the angle's not perfect, but we can see the sun there.
Hold on.
All right.
How about now?
Yeah. We can
Yeah,
see
now it's perfect.
Good.
You can see it now?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So let me get in my classroom. I did this on purpose. Hold on now.
Oh, Jimmy is the professor now.
This is like a. Hey, let me get over here on this side here. All right. So what we have here, like Guns N' Roses. yeah, to communicate. So we have the sun over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and these little things here is the Earth. Okay. Now we know that the sun drags the fucking whole solar system through the Milky Way arm at 500,000 miles an hour, which that's fine. So we're just talking about the movement of the Earth, all right? So it travels counterclockwise, and the Earth spins counterclockwise. That's why the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, because as the Earth turns, it turns into the west, right?
How does it spin if it's flat?
Turns into the east, sets in the west.
How does it spin if it's flat? If it's
Let
flat,
him
how
do
does
his
it
thing.
spin?
Let him do his thing first.
Well,
Yeah,
this is
set
what-
it
this
up,
is the-
Jimmy.
This is the point I'm getting to. You keep cutting me the fuck off. I ain't gonna tell the story.
All right, let's go.
So here's what happens. So as the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, right, and it's traversing around the sun, right, because that's what it does, right, according to
Rotating around the sun. Yeah.
right, rotating around the sun, and the Earth itself is spinning. So if we take the Earth over here in July, that's what I wrote, right? We'll start there. At 12 o'clock in the afternoon, we're lit, right? On the other side is the nighttime. So once we rotate around to the night, we're July at night now, right? That's why I got the little man over there, right?
Mhm.
So when you look in the night sky in July, you could see the constellation Orion in the night sky, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So as the Earth rotates and makes its way around the sun, September, same thing, daytime, 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. at night, Orion is in the sky, same thing. And we make our way around over here to February, 6 months later, okay? And the Earth rotates, and now we got it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, where in July, it's at midnight. You see, because if you take this Earth out of here and you put it over here in the same position, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon over here,
Yeah,
but
but
over
hold
here
on,
it's
but
12
the-
o'clock
hold
at
on,
night.
but the sun and the planets are moving too through the solar system.
All the sun is doing is dragging us, so we're rotating around the sun as the
Right.
sun is. So we're fixed with the sun. The sun is dragging us, and we're all rotating around. So no matter where the sun drags us, we're all rotating around this fucking thing, right? So 6 months over here, February. So now the point they're gonna make is the time's all fucked up because we got fucking 12 in the afternoon here, midnight here. If you took the Earth and just put it in the same position, so we don't experience that. We have total time change. All right. The other thing is when the Earth's spinning around over here in February, and we get over to the night sky in February and we look into the sky, you can still see Orion. So now we got Orion on the other side of the sun. I don't know how many millions of fucking miles that is. And we turn around at night, you can still see Orion at night. And in July in the night sky, you can still see Orion in the night sky in July and in February. And as a matter of fact, no matter where the fuck you go, you see Orion in the night sky. May, June, September, October. It don't matter what fucking month you're in. All right, you can still see Orion in the night sky no matter where the fuck you are going around this motherfucker here. 365 days.
Right.
You understand that?
What's your point?
The point is it's fucking bullshit. That's the fucking point, all right? The Earth is stationary, and the fucking stars and the constellations go around us nightly for thousands of years because you can't be in February in the night sky see Orion, and in July on the other side of the fucking sun, you see Orion in the night sky over there. How the fucking Orion be there and Orion be over there? Two different parts of space.
Stationary either. The sun is moving too through the galaxy.
Dave, I have to come down here. I got to teach you because
I'm surprised.
Everything's moving. It's not just us that are moving.
Oh, so you're telling me
hold on. You're assuming that Orion is stationary and that only the Earth is moving, but that's not the case. The sun and the Earth, is moving too. Like the whole galaxy's moving.
So you're telling me Orion, which is fucking 90 billion fucking miles away, okay, right, is turning and spinning everything. Even Orion is spinning around. Right. Right, so we're all spinning. We're all like drunk, spinning around. Right. Hopefully, even the fucking constellations are spinning. Everything's spinning around, even the constellations.
Right. Yes.
Oh my God, Dave.
I see Greg's face. He's like, "Fuck this flat Earth bullshit."
I'm still looking for the dead beta that I had it dropping. I'm fucking gonna be in trouble. My girlfriend's gonna be the kid dropping. Fuck.
Whoever's out there, take a fucking picture of that chart. And fucking contemplate on that, all right? Contemplate on that chart.
It doesn't make sense because you're
yes,
assuming
it makes
that everything else is stationary except for
the
the
fucking
Earth.
stars don't fucking flip around like that with the sun and shit.
Everything's moving. That's the whole key.
Yeah, the stars are moving over the Earth. Right, exactly. And the fucking
everything is moving. All the galaxies, the constellations, they're all in movement.
But what's underneath?
That's not true, Dave, because so even in their theory, the stars are so far away, okay? They can't follow the Earth, okay? As the Earth makes its way only 365 days, okay? As it makes its way around the sun, you can't have Orion doing the same fucking thing when it's 90 billion miles away, bro. It don't work. That's like you driving in a car and you see a telephone pole up close.
I'm not a mathematician, but I'm sure a mathematician could show you the mathematics of how it moves and how it lines up with
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can.
I don't think your explanation is that scientific, to be honest with you.
Wow.
What does it change your life?
What a real kick in the fucking balls. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know how long it took me to fucking draw out that chart? Now you tell me that it's fucking bullshit? That ain't bullshit.
You're assuming
that's
that
reality right there.
You're assuming nothing's moving except the Earth. That's the problem.
Dave, the stars don't spin around with the fucking sun and the Earth.
Move. They move and the galaxy moves. Everything's moving.
Everything's moving. The Big Bang.
Jimmy, you know that most of the stars are planets, right?
No, stars are supposed to be suns, John.
Suns. They're suns.
Not all of them.
So you're telling me that every fucking star out there is like our sun. That's what they tell you.
Yeah.
And every fucking star you see out there has some sort of a solar system around it.
There's
millions and billions of solar systems.
Not every single one of them. Possibly.
Well, possibly, yeah. So then you got galaxies beyond. You got Andromeda. That's supposed to be the closest one, and then you got all these galaxies spinning, everything spinning and fucking flying. I might as well do the shot to kill it.
John Romano would be like, hold on. Jimmy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, John would have been good with this one.
Back up.
Right. That's it, Georgie. That's it.
Oh.
That's when he'd say, back up, hold on, and then he'd hit you with some Orion doesn't move it. He would hit you. He knows that shit. Don't ask me how. Ask him about the pyramids. He was knocking me in Dave out with that.
Do you guys know what parallax is? Does anybody know what parallax is?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can explain it. I know what it is.
All right. So parallax is when closer objects move and farther. So this is parallax, okay? That's what that is, parallax, all right? When a closer object moves faster than a distant object, okay? So at night, when the moon is traversing across the night sky and the stars are behind the moon, right? You don't see a parallax. You don't see the moon passing the fucking stars. You should, because the stars are very, very, very far. Everything with these cocksuckers is billions and trillions and billions and trillions, billions. That's all they know, because they want to tell you all that billions and trillions, because you ain't going to sit there with a motherfucking calculator and you figure out billions and trillions and billions and billions and trillions. That's why these motherfuckers tell you that. So at night, when the moon is traversing across the sky and the fucking stars are billions and trillions away, all right, you should see this. This is what you should see. But you don't. You see the stars moving with the moon like this together. Next time you look at the night sky, you're going to see that. That's totally impossible. How could the moon and the stars move together across the sky? It's, you know, when you're in a car and you're driving and you pass the telephone pole on the fucking highway, the pole goes like this here, right? Shoo, right? But the things in the background don't. All right, so the pole fucking switches on by, but all the background, it just moves slow like this, right? Because that's reality.
You're putting everyone to sleep.
Hey, Jimmy, go watch. It's on YouTube now. It's called Genesis Paradise Lost. Whether you're whatever your beliefs are, if you're Christian, Jewish, whatever, it's a really interesting. Like how the world. Just go watch it. Genesis, whatever I just said. I gotta write this down.
What is it? Genesis.
I've seen the documentary.
What's it called, Arma?
Genesis Paradise Lost.
Genesis Paradise Lost. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's like they have all these scientists.
Lost, like L-O-S-T, lost, you mean?
Yeah, L-O-S-T. Genesis
Paradise Lost.
Lost.
Paradise Lost.
Okay. All right, I wrote it down. I'm gonna look it up.
All right, let me segue to an actual bodybuilding topic. I don't know if you guys saw the Washington Post came out with another article. Let me pull this up here. I guess it's Jim Mannion's reaction to the. Oh my God! The last thing. Last week we talked about the article in the Washington Post about J.M. Mannion and everything that happened. The accusations from women that they were being coerced into, posing nude. So I guess Jim Mannion responded, and they posted his explanation. It says Jim Mannion, the leader of the bodybuilding's top federations, assured promoters who pay fees to both bodybuilding competitions that business would proceed as usual in the aftermath of the Washington Post investigation into the sexual exploitation of female contestants. Tuesday's story in the Post was based on interviews from 20 women who detailed their experiences with J.M. Mannion, Jim Mannion's son, and the official photographer of the NBC News Online website, who said that allegedly J.M. encouraged them to pose nude over a 15-year span, where he operated a network of paid softcore pornography websites, and at one point advertised over 30,000 images. Okay. Rest assured, this will not affect our organization at all going forward, the Mannions wrote in an email sent to competition promoters from an NPC account and signed by Jim Mannion and his grandson, Tyler Mannion, vice president of the federation. The email obtained by the Post said the articles were unsubstantiated tales from unreliable sources, seeking to discredit the organization. So
maybe Wayne Committee is behind that.
Well, I mean, Wayne doesn't own the Washington Post, so
No, I don't mean that. I mean that they brought that story up to discredit him.
But I think if you look at the bottom of that article,
this shit's been going on forever, though.
Let me continue.
Coming to events.
Let me continue.
Dave, I used to pose nude for fucking Bob Gruskin, for Christ's sake.
Bob Gruskin didn't own the organization.
Finish the rest of the article.
Yeah, all right. So
read the bottom part.
Brian Powers, who's the executive director for the Arnold Sports Festival, he runs the Arnold now, which includes the Arnold Classic, said his organization has a zero tolerance policy. And in light of recent reports, we are developing enhanced measures to strengthen existing safety protocols. Another official who spoke on the condition of anonymity because the person was not authorized to speak on the record said, quote, J.M. Mannion will not be attending our show. So that's interesting. So they're saying basically that JM's not going to be allowed at the Arnold Classic. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's going to come into play. What do you guys think about this piece and this reaction?
Well,
was it the right reaction from Jim to do?
Having it's like having whatever league, a soccer league, the NBA or whatever, having a separate thing shooting the models or what. It's just, I don't know, but bodybuilding is a different weird niche.
Yeah, but you know what though, Armand, with the NFL or any leagues, right? When they see a problem arising, something like this, accusations, they say, okay, we're going to do our own investigation on it. They're not just going to go and deny everything flat out. I'm surprised they actually stated something like that without even saying, you know, we're going to look into it. We're going to see what's going on. But just to deny it like that was weird to me.
But this is a different animal. Do you pose nude? I mean, you know what's funny, Dave? You can't tell me that you never were like working with somebody with posing and shit, and they didn't take their clothes off, be it a girl or a guy. This is bodybuilding. It's not baseball, not football. It's a totally different thing.
Well, the nude backstage. I mean, when they're getting the tan,
I want, dude,
spray tanning stuff. I mean, it's all the girls. I mean,
the greatest job I ever got was when Bob Bonham ran. Oh fuck, I forgot it was. It was like the Miss Olympia Fitness or whatever it was, and he told me you got to watch the door with the girls, and I was inside, and they just were walking around naked. I was like that kid in the movie, fucking hair pie. You know what I mean? I was they're walking around naked and shit. So what I'm saying is, but that's this sport, you know. I mean, there's famous bodybuilders.
Let me ask you a question. Look, I don't necessarily think there's anything necessarily here that is a crime at all. But did they handle it? Was it not handled, the statement, properly? Because, you know, let me just read a little bit more of the article. The Manion's response came in stark contrast to how leading sports organizations deal with allegations of sexual harassment.
Exactly.
Quote, the Manions have had the exact opposite reaction to all these other sports organizations that have been found out, said Nancy Hogshead Macker, an Olympic gold medalist swimmer and a lawyer who runs Champion Women, a group that advocates for girls and women. I would expect the response would be, let's have an investigation and stop this.
But David, do you think, all joking aside, I think that this might be a smokescreen for them to go. They start with this and then they do the money thing.
Right, but you know what? Would it have been?
But there was more than just the photos.
You know, we're going to look into it. You know, we're going to look into it. You know,
but it's different. Yeah. It's different when you're going for the money thing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But Greg, I don't think you. Let me just say that there's more that they're talking about than just photos. They're talking about judges, okay, asking or doing, having sexual favors done for placings in the contest. So that's what they're talking about. There's more. So, and obviously, if you read the article, there's a guy named Thompson who was NPC judge, who's now,
I know him very, very well. Good guy.
Who's now a born again Christian.
Are you telling me he's a good guy? Are you serious?
I do.
Oh my God!
Maybe he's a good guy now because he converted to be a Christian, but he admitted all the shit he's done.
Just because you become a Christian doesn't mean that what you did was okay.
Well, yeah.
Forgive it.
No, I mean, he admits he was lived a very evil life. Like when I talked to him, people were like bowed down. Oh, Mr. Manning, like I mean, not Manning. Mr. Thompson. Oh, Mr. Thompson. Like he loved to be bowed down to. He was taking people's shows away from him. I mean, he really did some evil shit. And then once he went through this whole transformation, he said, "Do it."
You know what? That's the point I'm making. The sad part is that Jim Manion is not doing this with women, and JM.
But Dave, that's the thing.
Oh, listen, JM's taking pictures. He's not doing anything. It's the promote. Some of the bad promoters, and there's a lot of good ones out there. And some of the judges were doing shady shit. What they should have said is, you know what? We're going to investigate this, and we're going to get rid of the people that were doing this.
Right.
Yep.
It wasn't Jim, and it wasn't JM. That's not the problem.
Dave, that's the thing. I've seen so much people been telling me like they've done things to clean shit up since then. So why don't they say that?
It was the problem was that they gave power to these people, and they took advantage of the power and abused it. Those are the people that should be.
I know what
rooted out and gotten rid of.
Lisa, I know.
They should do that in the politics too, Dave.
Yeah,
you gotta understand though. They all did. All the judges.
Greg. No. You can't say all of them because guys that women
you
that
know
are
what
good judges and that didn't do that.
No, but you know what I mean.
There might have been some people that did it. Those are the people that need to go.
They were all cocky fucks. And you know what's funny? You can't blame Manion for what this guy does.
No, but you know what?
The only thing
cocky fuck is not banging girls and you know taking.
Who's not banging girls? Who?
Just because you're a cocky fuck of a judge doesn't mean you're banging girls and taking advantage. They got to do an investigation to find out who the culprits were and get rid of them. That's all.
I don't think Lee Thompson was banging anybody. Did he?
Yes, he was. Oh, he admitted it. He was.
Greg,
He admitted
he
he was.
told me all the stories. Yeah.
He told you he was banging chicks and shit.
Yeah, he said I
more
used to
than
have
anyone.
girls come up to my hotel room, and you know, this is after he changed his life. He said I was a piece of shit. Like now,
he admitted it. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm a different person, and I'm happy. He goes, it took me.
But Armand, you know what?
I got to. Can I ask
you
a question?
Admit it, Armand, doesn't mean that you're forgiven. You know.
Can I ask a question? I want to ask a question, please. Why are they mentioning this? If this has been going on for years.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Something must have happened. Somebody got screwed over. What?
The world's different now. Everybody's wants to. I've been abused. I've been sexually abused.
That's not. Listen, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if
and
this
you used to get away with fucking murder, literally.
I'm speaking, John. I'm speaking.
I'm
speaking, bro. If this has been going, I'm talking. You just start cutting me off. So if this has been going on for fucking years, why is it coming to light now? That's my question. So what happened? Like, you know,
women empowerment.
Yeah,
very simple. That whole Me Too movement, all this nonsense.
Washington Post did a documentary, did a piece on it. That's what happened.
But I agree with Jimmy though.
But why now? Why now?
Why does anything come out? Why did Cosby get accused of raping women 20 years after?
I have a problem with somebody that had this problem 30 years ago with somebody in the
maybe no one was listening then, Greg.
But now you're bringing it out. Why didn't you do it back then? You allowed all these other girls to
come on, Greg. You know better than that. People are afraid when they're in the midst of everything that's going on. They're afraid.
Something happened, Dave. Somebody got fucked over. And if this is a vendetta, that's what this is. This is not about. It's just happening now. Like somebody.
No one's saying this.
Let me write about it. Huh?
A lot of it took place in the past. 15 years.
Yeah, right. This is my point. So this went on for years. It's in Hollywood. It's everywhere. So why does it come out now? Because somebody got.
Why does anything come out? Why do they solve mysteries 20 years after the murder occurred?
I'll ask you a question.
Harvey Weinstein happened a long time ago too.
Why did Schwarzenegger beat fucking Sergio Oliva that first year?
I don't know how.
I don't know. There's a lot of people. You know, he was. I'm not.
Oh wait, you gotta say.
Also, when did pro cards
we're
stop
online
mattering?
here and shit, and I'm not going to be fucking. But I'm just saying.
The point is, though, it's sad that Jim Mannion is going to be held accountable, or JM, for the stuff that these judges and you know what, they got to clean house. If they want to save this organization and save the reputation, they got to get rid of the people that are the people that are doing this shit and fire them. Get rid of them. Clean house.
So are you saying get rid of Jim Mannion then? Are you
no, I'm saying Jim should get rid of the people who are doing these judges.
Okay, but still. All right, but let me ask you a question. Getting back to that shit, what about Joe Paterno, who supposedly knew that fucking...
That's why he was gone. He's gone. Yeah, he's just as complicit.
Well, Joe Paterno's dead. But what I'm saying is... So are you trying to say if he knew, is he just as guilty as the people who perpetrated the crime, so to speak?
Ostensibly, yes.
Well, if he let it go, if Paterno knew that guy was
Paterno turned his back when Jerry Sandusky around.
The difference is that no one came up to Jim Mannion and told him what was going on. You know what I mean?
I mean, and also, Dave, think how many thousands of shows go on all across the United States. You think he's going to fucking know exactly what's involved in every fucking show?
Where's the proof, Greg?
But we would have heard stuff anyway.
Jimmy, I agree with you. Jimmy, I'm with you on this.
Where's the proof? This
we
is
would
a
have heard
story.
stuff.
This is a story in Washington Post that some little scumbag wrote.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden it's launched.
Jimmy,
where's the fucking proof, motherfucker?
Jimmy, 20 women. 20 women.
Oh, but wait a minute. 20 women.
Hey, wait, let me add something, Dave. You know how many women and Olympians and IFBB pros reached out to me since I put out a video last week with their stories and why they don't speak about it.
I'm
so
it's
not
that's the 20 women that got brushed to the side, bro. Those 20 women got brushed to the side.
I agree.
It's a lot more, dude.
I agree with Jimmy. Name one of those women who won the Olympia. How many of them were champions?
Right.
Like Dave said last time, the only people who did that shit were the people who knew they weren't good enough to win. So they figured if I show my box to Lee Thompson or let him eat the box, then I'm going to win the Olympia.
Greg, there's nothing worse than a scorned woman, Greg. Nothing worse, bro.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy.
That's right, brother. That's right.
That's using your power. That's using your position of power to manipulate women.
I understand that, but
Can't do that.
But Dave,
let me ask you another question, Dave. So if some girl goes in a room and whoever's the photographer says, "Yo, babe, do me a favor, take off your bikini and figure yourself." It's not his fault. It's the stupid bitch that did it. She's the fucking moron, all right? It ain't the photographer.
Not judging the competition, Jimmy. There's a difference.
Even the judge, listen to me. No Miss Olympia. You're not going to tell me Linda Murray or one of those other girls that won the Miss Olympia only won because she posed naked for like Lee Thompson. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. The girls that posed the people that
Greg, that's not what's being said. What's being said is that there were judges and promoters who were taking advantage of their position of power and manipulating girls into doing things that and pressuring them, peer pressuring into so that they would think that they're going to do better in the shows if they banged them. And then these girls weren't even winning the shows.
Dave, it's happening with guys,
but
though.
that's all true.
So whose fault is that, Dave? That's my point. So whose fault?
Jimmy, didn't you ever hear stories about certain guys in our sports that
not,
pose naked?
This is not track and field where the girl goes up on the line and she runs fast.
Dave, bodybuilding was run by gays in the 60s and 70s.
Listen,
and all
it's
that
guys that get fucked with too. It's not just women.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's 100% the truth.
Guys reached out to me too. They told me their stories. It wasn't just women.
I'm sure.
Dude, let me tell you something. I know a lot.
Yeah, but John, you're talking about guys that do it, man. So I can't really blame the people in power. Because if the person in power, judge or whoever the hell it is asking this person to do something perverted and they do it because they want a place or whatever. I mean, come on, man. They're just as guilty. And then they don't place, and they go run and tell the story to the post. Because she didn't win or he didn't win.
Right, wait a minute. Jimmy's right. Listen to me. What Jimmy's trying to say is,
what if they were led to believe? What if they were led to believe that was going to improve their placing?
That doesn't mean
anything. Come on, Dave. I tell you, you're getting soft in your old age, bro. You really are. You're getting very soft, man. I gotta come down here. I gotta come down here. I gotta come down.
Look, you got daughters. You got. We lost.
They were believed to that.
He's got daughters.
You know what, Dave? I'd like to see what Lee Priest would say about this.
Video.
I want to know what Lee Priest would say about this.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. We'll ask.
I mean, but
you gotta ask Lee.
But in any industry, for you to be in a position of power, and really not figure out a way to exploit that, you're a fool to think that a person in power doesn't do that. It's some form of way, whether or not it's to manipulate.
That's the old way. You cannot do that anymore and get away with it, Richard.
Look, Clinton had his dick sucked. Remember?
There's been girls that did not
do that anymore.
And they didn't advance.
It's a willing participant. It's not like he raped somebody else.
Hold on, Greg. Is it really, when you're in that room and you think you're going to win a show and you'll do anything to win the show, and they're like, well, if you give me a favor here, maybe, it'll help you place things.
I understand.
That's not cool because that should not even be an offer on the table.
I agree, but it doesn't. The guy can get away with it because.
And you know what? To blame Jim Mannion is bullshit because you know what?
I agree.
But you know what the truth is? Unfortunately, he's got to do something about it. And I think that's the problem. Yep. He must do something about it to show that he cares about these women because I know he does. I've talked to him on the phone. He loves bodybuilding. This is it's not just his ability to make money. He loves the whole
He
sport.
was a bodybuilder.
I know. So he's got to clean it up. He's got to get rid of the people that are the bad people in there. It's not his son taking pictures of nude girls. That's not the problem. The problem is the judges like what Lee Thompson was doing and admitted to doing. And I don't care if he's religious now or not. You don't get a pass in my book for that. If you did all that shit, you should be held accountable for that.
Look, I don't know all the stuff that Lee did. I know Lee very well. I've never talked to Lee.
You don't know anyone really well. Because
Greg, is he still a good guy?
I don't know about that side.
Said he was a good guy before, John. You missed it.
No, but now knowing all the shit he fucking did, is he still a good guy?
Of course he is, because Greg doesn't know the part of him that was banging.
He likes him.
I like him. I know him personally outside the sport.
He was a likable guy. If you weren't getting screwed over by him, then he was a likable guy.
How about what he did to Cedric? How about what he did to Cedric? You like Cedric, right?
Yeah,
I love him.
All right, Cedric missed the competitors meeting because he was stuck in traffic and Lee disqualified him. He was in Brazil.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think that's not.
And
That's
Jim
definitely.
Manning was pissed.
Listen, it's a
Manning
scumbag
was
move.
pissed at him.
But why didn't somebody like Mannion step in and say no?
He
no,
did.
no.
He did. But you know what happened? Cedric, being the military guy who followed orders, got on an airplane and went home after he was disqualified.
Yeah, because listen, God rest Cedric's soul, but you know that he had kind of, he had issues.
No, he had no issues. He was late. He was with Aceto in a cab waiting to try to get to the venue.
He should have never left.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Cedric's military. When you get an order, you get an order in the military, whether you agree with it or not, you follow that order. That's his mentality.
Dave, he could have went to the higher board. All he had to do was go to Mannion.
He said, you know what? Mannion said he was right. He didn't want Lee counting it against him the rest of his career. So
right.
He left.
Dave, I got a question. Dave,
I
have a question. Dave, what happened to your office? What's that thing in the background now?
I'm not in the studio because I don't have Tyler here. So I still get the cast on my foot. So when I get the cast off, I'll be back in the regular studio. So.
Oh, all right. I was wondering. Yeah, it looked a little different.
Yeah. I hung my snake backdrop up there that I used for my snake.
Oh, is that what that is?
Why did your phone keep flipping out on us here?
Oh, look,
it's the spirit. It's possessed.
You know, I'm very upset when Jimmy got booted off. You guys all talk shit about him, and I'm the only one who stuck.
I think we have to have an intervention. We got to get. Hey, Richard, you know any Spanish people who like to exercise, in spirits and demons and shit like that?
No, don't go to them.
Of course, that's huge, man.
That's
it's like
right in your background.
Yeah, the Cuban side of me, Santeria, man, like white magic. That's fucking huge.
I mean, Santeria, right?
Yeah, no, it's like Santeria. Yeah, white magic, man. It's like I remember when I was a kid, like and I supposedly used to see like I used what my mom told me was like when I was about 4 or 5 years old that I used to see like my dead grandfather.
Fucking devil, fucking devil.
Yeah, so
they
she
can exercise you, Jimmy.
So
I don't know why I keep going. How come you can't use the program Tyler was on? How come that Donald Duck thing always shows up on my phone? What is it with that thing? That Donald Duck sucks.
You got to wrap this up. This is what's going to happen, Jimmy. You're coming down to Florida here in November. You're going to go to Mr. G's, which is very close to Richard. I'll drive over. Hopefully, I'll be driving by then, and we're going to do. Richard's is going to get one of these Santa Maria.
Definitely. I got a really good. I got a really.
And we're going to go get you exercise. We're going to get that demon out of here.
Richard's going to do Mujeria, Richard. Not Mujeria. I know all about that shit. That's fucking.
She's got to be a gypsy, otherwise forget about it. They ain't doing it.
Dude, my ex-girlfriend was into that shit, right? The one who passed away. She used to smoke cigarettes. She goes to me, dude, Greg, get me my cigarettes out of my pocket. Get out. And there's this little black thing like this, right? It's a pouch. It's just like a little leather pouch. And there's like dirt in it. And I said, what the fuck is this? And she goes, ah! And I go, what the fuck? And she goes, don't touch that. And I said, well, why? What's wrong? And she goes, that's fucking bad luck. Only I can touch that. And she went to like one of these like fucking Mujeria shaman and shit. And she goes, that's bad luck. You just fuck me over now. No shit. A month later, she died.
Wow.
Oh, holy crap.
And listen, when her mother came to the house and we would get rid of all her shit after she passed away, there was that rock, that El Agua rock. I don't know if Richard knows about. They put like fucking the Virgin Mary sitting in water with herbs and shit. I took that fucking rock and I threw it across the street in the woods. Fucking sure enough, couple months later, I'm arrested in jail and all this shit.
Showed up in your car, right?
Right,
Greg?
Yeah, but it also
Jimmy, I killed that fucking fly. I killed myself.
Let me ask you, Greg. So when you threw the rock in the woods, a month later, you got in the car and the rock was on the seat of your car. Right?
It was on my dashboard, looking at me. Dude, they would do crazy shit.
I found 2 stones under my car seat the other day. I lost something, so I'm looking under the car, the seat behind it, and I go under the car seat in the back, and I find these 2 big gray stones under my seat.
That's Greg Stones! Holy shit!
And I was like, I was like, I don't remember who the fuck put these stones under my seat. It's like somebody's doing shit to me in the middle of the night. They're putting some voodoo shit in my car.
Dude, we got to get Johnny Bravo. We'll all go to like a fucking one of them shaman. My girlfriend's father, they go to that shit. They pay like $1,500, $2,000 for like a little bag of dirt and shit like that. And they believe that shit. The roll in the egg.
We need to have a whole ceremony that we could actually film. That's what we need. So
that's
Richard,
what I just
set
said.
it up.
Well, yeah.
Dave, there's one thing,
When you
I know
coming
that we
over?
could talk
When you
about it
coming
now,
over
but
to Florida?
this hasn't been published,
Wow.
but there's a class action
End of the
lawsuit
month.
being opened up for the women who were.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Lisa Bloom. Okay,
Oh,
if you
boy.
know who Lisa Bloom
Yeah,
is.
she's a big time lawyer. And
Yeah, she's the one in charge of this, and I think they're going to be doing. It's coming out next week. More information on it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where that goes. I don't really necessarily know if there's a crime there, but maybe. I mean, we'll have to find out. But
Yeah, we would
Our
have heard
money.
all this.
You know what?
I feel bad for Jim Mannion because you know what? He's an old guy right now, and he doesn't need this stress in his life at this point.
You know what, Dave? I want to ask you, what do you think is going to come
early.
out of all of this that's going on?
I think that if Jim Mannion cleans house and gets rid of all the bad people, I think that's going to really show that he's, concerned about the women and that he's, wants to protect them. I think that's the right thing to do.
That's what he has to do.
Yeah, just put forth some effort.
Look, I'm not saying that fucking.
No one wants to admit there's something wrong with your organization, but if there were a couple bad seeds in there that are ruining it for other people and leaving him, liable and vulnerable to lawsuits and shit like that, then he's got to get rid of those people. They don't belong there. Sorry, guys. Guess what? You had your fun. Now you got to leave because you're not taking down my organization. And I think that's what's got to be done. This happens in business all the time. There are people where there's lawsuits against the main corporation because some guy was harassing a woman at work.
Mm-hmm.
You got to fire the guy. That's all.
Maybe they need human resources. They need a human resources person who's delegated to make sure that judges aren't having relationships with the girls and vice versa.
100%.
That there's no. Because usually, if you know somebody when you're judging, you omit yourself. I know that person, so I'm biased.
Right.
I can't judge.
Yep.
So maybe that, and then be up in front and say, "Listen, if any shit happens, you're done."
Yep. And you can't have women in hotel rooms with guys alone.
No, you should never go. A doctor doesn't go in when the doctor does. Into a female, he brings somebody else in. You can't. Because vice versa, you can't have someone making stuff up.
People, they got a clean house. That's all.
Because people make stuff up.
The Texas Pro that happened, several weeks ago. I was there. I'm friends with the promoter, of course, Prince Harrison. Me and him are very close friends, and
great guy,
awesome guy. They had someone come down that was involved in the organization. I'm not going to say any names, right? But they had a lot of issues, and me and Prince are still supposed to meet for lunch, but they had a lot of issues with this person, and a lot of weird stuff was going on. He was a big part of the show. I'll just say that. Prince is supposed to tell me details whenever we meet. He lives like 15 minutes away. He's a great guy. Prince is a great promoter.
That part is that there's a lot of great promoters out there and a lot of great judges out there who don't do this stuff. So
there are
people that should be running things, not the people that are going to take advantage. Can't do that. You got to get rid of those guys.
Yeah.
And or girls. I don't know. I don't know who the people are, but he's got to do a thorough internal investigation of what's going on, who's been doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and even if they're close friends, you got to get rid of them. They cannot be allowed to ruin what he built. I mean,
Dave, I've seen shit. I'll tell you off the air, and you'll be like, "Yeah, good thing you didn't say it." But I've seen shit with the NPC. A few things that have happened there had nothing to do with sex. It didn't even have anything to do with girls. But some of the placings were not quite.
Look,
right.
You could play. It's a beauty contest. At the end of the day, you know what?
Yeah.
Things are going to get. That's the way it goes. But there should not be sexual pressure on women or men, for that matter.
Right. I agree with that.
They don't want to do. I don't want my kids involved in something like that. My daughter is not going to be pressured by anyone. And if I ever found out about it, I'd probably lose my fucking mind and wind up going to jail because.
Keep your daughter away from the sport. This is a bad sport.
Believe me, as soon as I say I don't want them in the sport, they don't want to do the sport. That's how it works,
Nah,
like Sergio Oliva Jr. Sergio Oliva didn't want his son doing bodybuilding. Matter of fact, he called up promoters and said, "Don't let my son compete." That's how much he didn't want him in the sport. So
because he knows that this sport's a dirty. First of all, how do you judge bodybuilding? I already know, but you don't want to
contest, Greg. Come on,
I know that, but what if you like a girl with big tits, curvy ass, big ass and shit? But I don't like that.
Look, and that's fine. It's fine.
It's like the Picasso versus.
That's fine as long as there's no sexual pressure on people.
I understand. I agree with that. But there's more than this sport. Forget about the sex. there's a lot of other shit that I know that I've seen. I'll tell you off the fucking line, and you'll be like, "You're right. Good thing you didn't say anything." You know what I mean? But
that have gay guys.
no,
judge
it has
the
nothing
guy,
to do with sex, though. It has to do with play.
judge
Some
the
of
girls.
the has to do with ego and shit that I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Well,
Greg, I gotta say
subjective.
something before we get
It's
off
a
the air. I gotta
subjective
say something.
sport.
This goes on in every fucking industry, bro.
Yeah.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
I mean, this is, you know, you're talking about something that's a major fucking thing, man, that goes on everywhere. You know,
They're cleaning house everywhere, Jimmy. That's what's going on now.
They
Yeah,
take
but you know what,
responsibility, though.
I agree with Jimmy. And the one thing I don't like is if you were abused by somebody 20 years ago and you let this shit go, you let 100 other girls get abused because you didn't say something would happen.
Right,
And
but you
that's
know
why
what, Greg? You're not in that position. You don't know how these girls felt and what kind of pressure they felt and shame and all that stuff goes along with it.
I do understand, but you also let a lot of other shit happen. You got to nip that shit. It's only a fucking bodybuilding show.
That's why if they change it, Greg, people won't allow that to go past. If someone girl is abused or some girl has someone saying something,
I don't want anybody abused. I got
they got to open their mouth up. You know, now.
David, listen
First
to me,
of all,
man.
my daughter fights MMA, so if you try to abuse her, you'd be fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Greg, listen to me. You can't. That's never going to happen. You're never going to clean up shit because you know one goes
Thinking
down.
like that is
not
going to fix anything.
Huh?
You can't think that way. It has to be fixed.
You ain't fixing this fucking world, bro.
It's gonna be
one scumbag goes down, another scumbag. It's the individual.
I agree with the Jimmy on this because it will get mitigated. It will probably stop. It will stop temporarily because people will be paranoid as shit. But you cannot stop human behavior.
No,
right,
Jimmy's saying
Richie.
In the workplace now, no one will say, "Hey, babe," to a girl, pat him in the ass.
No, but
one's doing that anymore.
At least
Jimmy
people don't have fear.
It'll morph into something different. That's what
They'll
Jimmy's
have
trying
fear
to say.
of getting in trouble. Where
It'll be
before
something
they
different, but
didn't.
it'll still go on.
The bottom line is, it's up to the individual, the woman or the guy. If he does a sexual favor to advance himself, it's fucking his fault. All right.
You're gonna get so many bad comments, Jimmy. You're gonna fucking.
No,
you're gonna get.
No, I'm not gonna go. No, because it's up to the individual. You know, it's up to you to say, "I'm not taking my fucking clothes off. Go fuck yourself."
Jimmy, that's the kind of guy you are. But what if you
got a lot? Remember, a lot of these people are
you wanted to
young.
be a champion so bad, you'd do anything for it, and then you have someone suggest, "Hey, if you do this favor for me, I can help you get where you're trying to go."
So here's the backlash of that, Dave. Okay, so here's that person that said they want it so bad they could taste it and they'll do anything, right? And then they don't get it. Now they go cry, you know, to the papers.
Because they were taking it, they were manipulated, Jimmy. You cannot do that. If you're an
You got
authority,
a 19-year-old, 20-year-old girl, and a 50-year-old man. That girl doesn't know about life. That man that easily can take advantage. Just think if that's your daughter. Your daughter's
put in that
situation. There's some truth to that. I'll agree.
You can't do that.
Your daughter's put in that situation, and your daughter is passionate about whatever it is, gymnastics.
Want some candy, little girl? It's the same thing.
No, what Jimmy's trying to say is, Dave, if some guy said to you, let me jerk you off and I'll give you $100,000.
But I'm 50 years old. I know.
No, you're not jerking me off for $100,000. But somebody like me would say, 100,000? I'll jerk you off while you're jerking me off.
Greg, I gotta agree with you, Greg. Somebody offered me 100,000. I'll give him a blowjob. I don't even give a fuck at this point.
No, get out of here. You wouldn't do that.
We'll split the money. I'll too.
I'd punch the guy in the face. I'd punch him in the face.
I'm only kidding. I'm only fucking kidding.
I had a gay stalker. I had a gay stalker chase me into the gym, have pictures of me. Yo, he came in the gym one day.
Who's stalking you?
I had a gay deaf stalker. He was
Hey,
was deaf too?
Wait, I gotta tell you, Jack Delaney was training people.
If you heard him ranting and raving,
I gotta tell you what he did. One day, the guy gives me a note. Right? He goes, "Oh, I got a note," and he couldn't speak. So he hands me a note. And I read the note.
Wait a minute, what do you mean he couldn't speak, George? What was he, a mute?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the note says, "I'm in love with you. I want to feel myself inside you." Right?
Holy shit.
I know.
I've got tons of those stories.
I'm like, So wait.
It's more believable for you, Armand, than it is for Mr. G. That's
a month later, I'm at Ken's Nautilus training, and Kenny's at the front desk. He goes, "Oh, George, someone's here to see you." And I look, and it's that fucking guy. He has pictures of me. I said,
hey, did y'all know
told
that
you
guy,
what the
muscle
fuck you doing?
in Venice Beach used to massage people?
I kicked him in the ass across the street. I kicked him. Yeah. I mean, I was married too. I mean, the guy stalked me. I'm like, what the fuck?
He was probably into S&M, and the more you kicked his ass, the more he liked it. I know.
I literally kicked him in the ass the whole because I wanted to scare him because I didn't want him coming by my house. I was married and stuff.
I'd finally get rid of him, Mr. G.
And then these guys, this automotive place, started yelling at me, and then I did like Jimmy the Bull. I went like crazy. I'll kill you too. Stay out of it,
dude. Dave, I got a great story about Roger Callard. You know Roger Callard, right?
Yeah, the bodybuilder.
He was Leon Brown was telling me because he was with him, and they were all training together, and they were in what gym was it? It was Chet Yorton's gym, I think, and they were in there and they were training, and there was this guy, and what's his name used to pose naked, Callard, and he would be in the magazines like like Mandate magazine or one of them fucking magazines, and the guy came up to Roger Callard, said, "I'm the biggest fan. Oh my God, I'm in love with you. You're great." And Roger Callard got nasty with him. "Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here." Like freaking out on him. So the guy wouldn't stop stalking Roger in the gym. So finally Roger goes, "Watch this." And he went, he put all, like the guy was bench pressing, and he went and he put all these weights on the side of the bench, right? On the one side. And the kid got pinned. The guy got pinned. And they left, he's like, "Don't anybody help him." Like they left the guy pinned on the bar, right? Oh, finally, people came over and helped him, got him up. And the guy was so upset. Roger Callard like fucking chased him out of the gym. The next day, Roger Callard came in the gym and he looks, and on the bulletin board, there was all pictures of Roger Callard naked from like that magazine. He had centerfolds and everything. Oh. So Roger Callard went in and took a fucking hammer and put a big hole in the fucking the sheetrock. He ripped the whole fucking thing down. And Chet Yorton got so pissed at him, told him, "You should have told me. I would have fucking handled it," because that guy got so upset what Roger did to him and humiliated him in the gym and everything like that by what by doing that. He figured, "I'm gonna get him back." And he put all the nude pictures and shit of Roger, and everybody's like laughing and looking at the board and everything. And it's a true story. And Chet Yorton, you don't fuck with that guy because he was a bad dude,
Dave, how come I'm the only one that gets bumped off the fucking
He was in a gay magazine, though. I wasn't in no gay magazine.
What? I can't hear.
I mean,
you have a demon in you.
No, I'm the only motherfucker who gets bumped off the show every 10 minutes. I don't.
You got to curse. You got to get rid of that curse.
Kill that fly. And
we going an hour. I got to wrap this up. I got a really bad headache from the show. So if I go over an hour and a half, I can't handle it. Guys, thank you for your strong opinions. And you know what, guys, give us in the comments below. Let us know what you think might be the right solution to what's going on with the NPC IFBB right now. It's something that it's all dear to our heart. We love this organization. They run the bodybuilding sport that we all love. We want to just keep it safe. We don't want anything to happen to it. And, there's got to be a solution to this. And I'd like to hear your comments.
Fuck that. Don't put any comments in about that. Put a comment, see how Jimmy can get this fucking show.
Yeah, and if anyone knows how to exercise the demon out of Jimmy, please let us know.
Dude, if anybody out there
don't forget everybody,
swatter.
MuscleMobster.com.
That's right here.
Check out Jimmy. Yeah, check out Jimmy's straps and his T-shirts on his website. It only took him 5 years to get this thing live. So check it out.
Right.
MuscleMobster.
He's gonna make more money than everybody, Dave.
There you go. And Mr. G's ProteinSnacks.com. Check out his cookies. We're still waiting for the big announcement.
Hey Dave, when can we go to you? When are you going to get to the studio? There's a guy just contacted me that has a bachelor's of science in communications, and he's out of a job.
All right, well, tell him to contact me. We'll maybe we can work something out.
He's living out of his car, so he asked. He's one of the guys.
I don't want anyone who lives out of their car.
You live in the New York area?
You don't want to help someone?
Do you live in the New York area? Do you live in New York?
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Dave, I'm going to send you the commercial, man. Please put it
out. All right, we'll put it up. Absolutely. All right, guys. I love you, man. I'll see you again next week. Thanks for joining us live.
Take care. Take care.